Spain are the FIFA Women's World Cup champions after a dominant and deserved 1-0 win over England at Stadium Australia in Sydney. Captain Olga Carmona emerged as La Roya's history-making heroine with a superb strike that secured the team's first major title and completed a unique clean sweep of FIFA crowns at under-17, under-20 and at senior level. Finals are notorious for being tense, but this was high energy, high quality and end-to-end from the very first whistle. While the Spanish created the better chances and moved then, it was England who registered the first effort of note. Lauren Hemp crashed a left-foot shot against the bar with a quarter of an hour played. Now, Arise Sports correspondent Akerejola is in Sydney and he joins us now. Would you say to a large extent this was expected, Aaron?
I want to say, first of all, congratulations to the La Rojas of Spain for doing this one. They've never gotten to the finals, and the first time of acting, they've been able to crack the nut, and kudos to them. Although the English fans, you can actually hear the English fans in the distance, the Spanish fans are still cooped up in the stadium because they're still waiting for the trophy presentation to begin, and the festivities officially will actually get on the way as champagnes will be popped and certainly celebrations will be rife in the air. Talking about the game itself, I was expecting the Lionesses of England to lead the charges, and they came out of the blocks flying. They came out of the blocks with a lot of intent, but unfortunately for them, the Spanish had so much in the tank and they were able to neutralize them. Coach Rodriguez was able to actually put in a formation that will make up for lost times and also past misgivings, understanding that these two teams met in the quarterfinals of Euro 2022 just last year. And it was the Lionesses of England that beat the La Rojas of Spain 2-1. But this time around, they only needed a goal. Olga producing a dead finish, and the rest was history. There were to be more goals in the game, but poor finishing ensured it ended 1 to Spain, 0 to England.
Well, Aaron, how would you say this event has played out, in the grand scheme of things? Are you pleased with the turnout, or is there room for relative improvement in the near future?
I must say that this has been a World Cup of first, understanding that two hemispheres hosted this particular World Cup, one from the Oceanic and one from the Asian region. So New Zealand, Australia, they did set a very high bar, understanding that coming to this tournament, this was the first tournament where 32 teams will be hosting and also playing this particular competition. And boy, did they deliver. I must say, marquee preparations were given to this particular tournament, and they tried several experiments, and I must say 9 out of 10 of them have actually worked. The stadiums were always packed to the rafters. The attendance, the appetite, the mood around town has been electric. I must say that the appetite for women football in a country that loves cricket and rugby has been stoked.
All right, Aaron, if you were to look back probably 15 years ago and now, would you say there's been some kind of transformational change in the attitude towards women football globally?
I must say any holistic changes have been made. If you look at it closely, for a very long time, women football were in the doldrums of the annals of football generally. But they've been able to rise above all that and stake a claim for themselves. Having a showpiece of this magnitude is a testament to the development, to the evolution, to the metamorphoses that the women's game has actually experienced in the last decades. I must say that kudos to Gianni Infantino. The works have been laid by Sepp Blatter over the years, but Infantino was very, very purposeful about women's football. And today we are seeing a more expansive game, a more inclusive game, and a well-rounded game. It can only get better. They know this because all of a sudden we are beginning to see advertisers, we are beginning to see sponsors rise to women's football. 10 years ago, that couldn't be the case. People could not sell, they could not sell TV rights, they could not sell out stadiums. It was almost a show of shame. But that can never be said about women's football again. Women's football has literally stepped into the light.
Indeed. And you've done a fantastic job as always, Aaron. Thank you so much for joining us here on Newsday. We appreciate your time.